Merry Christmas, YouTubers! You would not believe how hard it is to find somewhere locally that sells these things. And as you've no doubt surmised from the title, I'm going to be cooking Christmas dinner for one. But before I start doing that, it's Christmas card time. I've had one from the marina here and two from viewers. This first one is from Connie. It says, Kevin, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope you have a great Christmas and that 2022 will be a better year for you and for us all. I'd love to see you on Sky one day. Keep well and keep safe. Love from Connie. Well, thank you very much, Connie. And a merry how's your father to you. And the next one is from David and Julie. Dear Aslan, Kevin, we would like to say how much we enjoy watching your videos. They give us great joy. We really look forward to watching your travels, interaction and cooking programs. Well, you're in luck today. Thank you so much. You and Aslan make life a lot more enjoyable. David and Julie. Happy Christmas, Kevin and Aslan. And the card says, hoping that you know you're especially close in thought and mind throughout the Christmas season, with warm thoughts. Well, thank you very much for that. Right, it's cooking time. Firstly, I've lit the oven fairly high at gas mark 6, where I'm warming up a large and a small tray. And for my Christmas dinner, I'm simply having roast potatoes, roast parsnips, my all-time favourite sprouts, and roast pork shoulder. Now I'll get my steamer and I'll put some water in there. Maybe a bit more. Maybe too much. And let's peel these spuds. Well, firstly, I have to be honest and open with you. It's not Christmas Day for me right now because, well, I wouldn't be able to do all this, cook the Christmas dinner, eat it, edit it and upload it, ready for you watching on Christmas Day. So it's actually the 23rd. And I'm going to chop these into quarters. So I'll have 12 potatoes, which is probably too many, but they're always nice to eat slightly later on with a bit of sea salt on them. And we'll stick those in the water. I'll sprinkle a little bit of sea salt in there. Then the parsnips. Simply peel those and simply chop it in half. And the same with the other two. I won't be steaming the sprouts yet, of course, because they're not going to be roasted. And they'd be cooked way before everything else is ready. And then I'll put those in the top there. Now before I light the burner, I'm going to put it to one side, right here, and get the pork into the oven first. Because this needs to go in for half an hour on a high temperature, gas mark 6, and then in the top of the oven, and then I'll put it in the bottom of the oven and lower the temperature to gas mark 5, and it will cook for another hour and a half. These pork joints from Aldi are very good value. This whole joint of pork was, this one, because it's done by weight, was £4.26. And I'll easily get a meal and probably countless rounds of sandwiches from that. And in she goes. And that's all you need to do. I'll put that in the top of the oven for half an hour. And then, as I say, I shall put it in the bottom of the oven after half an hour. We'll light the burner and steam the potatoes and parsnips. And I'll set the timer for half an hour. Wherever you are, timer. Right. 3, 0, 0, 0. Start. And let it do its thing. Of course, no Christmas celebration would be complete without a drop of the old laughing juice. It is a Pierre Jaron Merlot, Produit de Français, Edition Limitée, 2020. How apt. A 2020 wine. Yes, 2020. What a fabulous year that was. Yeah. And as many of you know, I don't have a wine glass, so I'm going to be using a pint glass, though obviously not a pint at a time. That would just be plain wrong, wouldn't it? I haven't let it breathe, but what's the worst that could happen? I used to get Hardy's Red like ages ago, but I spotted this on the shelves of Aldi. It's not as tarty, it's smoother, not as vinegary. Ooh, I think this is going to be an enjoyable Christmas. Things don't take long in the steamer. I think another 5 minutes, everything will be there. So it's almost the end of our second year of 3 weeks to flatten the curve, of the subject which the mainstream media doesn't let you talk about. Otherwise your career ends, or you're branded a tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist loony. Theorist loony. Alright, the potatoes and sprouts are there. It's going to spit, sort of. Not as spitty as I remember when I were a lad. I seem to remember that it would go all over the place. Oof, aye. Ooh, ah. Ooh, iche pui. Ooh. Now the potatoes. Drain them slightly. And then in they go. And it's not sizzling at all. It's been in there for about half an hour, getting really hot. And it's cooled down really quick. And I shall now put the pork, which is doing well, on the bottom, and the potatoes and parsnips on the top. And I'll drop the oven down to gas mark 5, and that can all cook away for about an hour and a half. And let's set the timer for 90 minutes. 9000. Start. Nice. And away we go. Whoa, I couldn't care less anymore. Yeah, you heard me straight. Well, there's about 20 minutes to go, so it's time to get the sprouts on, I think. And these are from Aldi, and they're already trimmed and crossed, as you do. Let's chuck those in there. And once the sprouts are done, I'm going to make a little gravy. Nothing extravagant, just an OXO cube, some of the water from the potatoes, parsnips and sprouts, and a little bit of the oily juice from the pork. I think we're there with the sprouts. Put those to one side, I reckon. That can go in there. And then we're going to take our OXO cube, OXO cube, and that's going to go into the water, like so. That'll have all the potato and parsnip and sprout goodness in it. Got it on a very low heat. And Where's the f***ing phone gone? Ah. I've got a minute. Right, I think that will do. And we'll get the pork out. Ooh. Well, a lot of juicy, meaty goodness has come out of there. Wow, wow. Many have commented in the past, and quite recently, about how I can cook all these meals in such a tiny space. And you know, well, you've either got it or you haven't. I'll let that rest for a little bit. And now I'm going to pour some of the porky meaty juice. Only a little bit. There we go. Let's get rid of the string. Come on. I sharpened you. Right, and let's get slicing. I'm going to slice off a nice chunk. Look at that lovely pork, eh? And then another big thick slice. I'll take the hot remainder . Right, gravy's coming on all right. It won't be thick, but it'll be very, very tasty. Let's take our sprouts. Sprout alert. And out come the potatoes and stuff. So how are they done? Not super crispy, but they're roasted. Let's plunk them down there. Yeah, they're nicely done. They're not quite kind of pompous, know-it-all TV chef Gordon Ramsay kind of potatoes. But who cares? I don't, that's for sure. And then the gravy over all of that. Well, I'm sorry. I couldn't care less what anyone says. That is a ridiculously appetizing Christmas dinner. And yes, I know roast pork is supposed to have apple sauce, but I don't have any, and I just love English mustard. So we're going to have a trollop of that on there, and an extra trollop for good luck. Well, many a time I have sat at this exact same spot and eaten things. It just seems extra scrumptious because it's Christmas. And then a roast parsnip. Well, these are roasted. These are roasted superb, so they'll be sweet and just like I remember them. Well, I'm going to enjoy every single mouthful of this, along with my Vin Rouge. Mustn't forget the Vin Rouge. No Christmas pud, because I don't like it. It's just very rich, very sweet. I mean, what is it? It's just a mound of like sultanas or raisins, wherever it is, and stuff. Well, this pork is done superbly. Superb. Yeah, right. Well, I can't cut that, so I'm going to just eat that as it is. Well, look at that sprout. Have a very Merry Christmas and an enjoyable change of numbers. It'll be 2022. Stay strong, stay vigilant, and above all else, stay sane. Cheers. When I said there was no dessert, I lied. Mince pies